In Austin, Texas, where the heat settles into the bones of the afternoon, Richard sits on his porch. He is 109 years old. He doesn't move much. He is a statue carved from memory and time, save for the hand that lifts a cigar to his lips, releasing lazy smoke into the golden air. The world hums around him, the first job of evening crickets, the distant song of traffic. But here, on this porch, there is only the quiet crackle of burning tobacco. This porch is his kingdom. The pint pills, an old hat rests where it was left. Ice melts slowly in a glass of whiskey. His eyes, though milky with age, are sharp. They have seen decades unfold. They have seen the black and white photos of a world at war fade into the wrinkled landscape of his own hands. A single cello begins to play, a slow, melancholic tune that seems to rise from the wood of the porch itself. He watches the street. People hurry by, a blur of modern life in fast motion. Beverage remains still, a constant presence against the rush of time. He has seen generations come and go from this very spot. For him, time is a different beast. It ticks not like a clock, but like a slow, steady heartbeat. He has outlived so many things, so many people. He has outlived expectations, and he has outlived fear. He's waiting, but not with anxiety. He's waiting for an old acquaintance, a bully he has learned to ignore. On Sunday mornings, Rachel moves with a quiet dignity. The process of getting dressed is a ritual. Stiff fingers slowly work the buttons of a clean shirt. A tie is knotted with practiced, deliberate motions. In the mirror, he sees a man who has not surrendered, a man who still respects the vessel that has carried him for over a century. The faint sound of gospel music drifts in, a muffled promise from the nearby church. This is the architecture of his faith, built not on grand pronouncements, but on the quiet, steady rhythm of showing up. Inside the church, he doesn't sing along with the choir. He just sits in his pew, a gentle nod acknowledging the sermon's cadence. His hands are clasped, but not in a desperate plea. Well relaxed, at peace. Faith, for Richard, isn't about the noise. It's about the presence, the quiet assurance found in the familiar rhythm of a Sunday service, a rhythm that has echoed through most of his life. As dusk settles, his house becomes a different kind of sanctuary. It's full of things, but empty of people. Empty chairs hold the ghosts of conversations. A photograph of his late wife smiles from the mantelpiece, a silent testament to a love that still occupies the space. Dust motes dance in the last shafts of sunlight. Tiny stars in the quiet universe of his home. A cat, his only living companion, meow softly, breaking the profound silence. This isn't loneliness, it's solitude. There's a world of difference. Loneliness is a void, an absence. Solitude is a presence, a fullness of self. Richard moves through his home with a rhythm born of habit, making coffee, feeding the cat, settling into his armchair. He is like a single, ancient tree standing proud in a vast, open field, isolated, but complete in his own space. He has learned to be his own best company. Night falls, and he is back on the porch. The streetlights cast a different glow, turning the cigar smoke into swirling, ethereal shapes. The sounds change. A distant siren wails, a brief punctuation in the symphony of the dark. This is the time when the bully likes to visit the one he calls death. It has been whispering to him for decades. It shows him wilting flowers, sunsets that look like final goodbyes, the relentless ticking of the clock. It tries to scare him, to make him feel small and fragile. But Richard has seen the bullish tricks too many times. He's met its gaze and refused to flinch. And so, in the face of these reminders of mortality, a small smile plays on his lips. He looks not beaten, but defiant. He knows the bully will win in the end. Everyone knows that, but the victory is in how you stand your ground until it does. You don't have to invite it in for dinner. You can just let it pace outside, knowing it can't touch the peace you built within. The night's vigil is over. Richard walks to his old truck, a machine almost as old and storied as he is. With a turn of the key, the engine roars to life, a powerful, rumbling sound that fills the quiet street. He backs out of the driveway, the tires crunching on the gravel one last time for today. The truck drives away, its taillights shrinking down the tree-lined street until they are just two red sparks in the distance. He isn't driving away from anything. He's just driving, moving forward. Another day faced, another night survived. The camera pans up to the vast, star-filled sky. There is no fear here, only a profound, quiet peace, a long life, lived on its own terms.